Georgia. Miami.
Who's Amy?
Miami.
You mean your Amy?
Bo Hunkers.
Bo Hookers?
Bo Hunkers.
Bo Hunkers?
Oh, I'll take your part. Hoboken.
Hoboken. Oh, well, Mr. Conductor, I want to go to Hot Town.
Hot Town?
Yes, sir.
That's the last stop.
Last
All aboard.
All right, sir.
I hit the wrong button. Hey, greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome aboard. My name's Tethercat. Your name is whatever your name is. It's good seeing you. Where's Chat Rat? Hey, Chat Rat. You wanna... There we go. Chat Rat's on board. And Chat Rat, say a couple words to the fine people.
Tethercat said 1-2. Tethercat said 3-4.
Yeah, looks good to me. Tonight we're going to be playing some Terraria. It's our usual Discord community night, so that should be fun. And hello to anyone who might be watching along, who might be joining us in the peanut gallery.
Minimi Cursor 96 said let's go.
Case in point, and hello, Mini-Me, it's good seeing you. So I can't remember where we left off, but I know where we're going. I don't know where we're going, but I sure know where we've been. The opposite of that. And, wait a minute, that ain't right. That ain't right. There we go, that's better. And the thing that I wanted to do, why have I got wings? Is this even my right character? Yeah, I got the spear. That's the good character, right? I want to do more fishing quests. That's tonight's ambition. Tonight's ambition is more fishing quests. So let's head over here to our pylon of destiny, and we're here at this pylon. We're here, and we've got this guy over here. So I think we wanted to take this overhead route and then drop off here. I think that's what we're doing. I think. the alternative is to go down, take the route all the way to the last item, and then up. So we either go up or we go down. I don't know. How's our inventory? We have got a lot of fishing items. That's good. Means I don't have to go hunting for fishing items. All right, let's do that. Let's jump up, and then how do we get up? I think we go over this way and we go up. Anyway, yeah, welcome aboard. So I was having a brief conversation prior to the stream talking about how my day has been, what all things have been happening. And honestly, not a lot's been happening. Not a lot of nothing has been happening on my end. And I'm actually incredibly happy to get on board with Terraria. Because I do enjoy this game, I do. It makes me feel tingly in the funny places. Yeah. So yeah, let me know how audio levels are. I think I might turn off the music of the background music that way, and I think I might turn on the Terraria music, which is something I don't normally do. General, video, general. There we go, volume. How's that for... Is that too loud? Is that too quiet? It's at 50%. You let me know if the background music...
96 said audio good.
Alright. You let me know if the background music is too loud or too quiet. Because everything else is pretty much set. Alright. And we're off to go get some fishing quest items. Hooray and huzzah! Yeah, it's an open party. I don't know if anyone's going to show up or not. It was also last minute. I didn't announce this. Typically, I like saying, hey everyone, tomorrow night I'll be playing Terraria. Hey, I'm thinking of playing Terraria next week.
96 said you're maybe a bit loud.
I am a bit loud. Well, there's a newness. Allow me to turn myself down. All right, I put myself down to 3. I can turn myself down even lower. Thank you for alerting me to that, Mini-Me.
Minimi Cursor 96 said that's good.
Excellent, thank you. So yeah, I like giving advance notice when I'm going to be doing pretty much anything, if I'm going to be including anyone. And I didn't do that. I think at 6 o'clock tonight, I said, hey everyone, I'm going to be doing some Terraria if you want to join in. And at 6:30, I'm live. So that's no time for anyone to know whether they're going to join me or not. Oh well. Oh. What else? Yeah, pre-stream I was talking about video games and playing on the Nintendo DS, of which I was doing a little bit of that earlier today. I was playing some Illustra Logic or something. It's like a Picross knockoff. There's an actual name for these types of games. There's an actual name for Picross, an actual name for Illust Logic. I can't remember what type of puzzle name it is. Kind of like how Tetris is all about Tetranemos. Yeah, Picross has its own puzzle language. Over there, you Papa Smurf. We gotta be coming up on it. There we go. That's a little too low. And we're here, and we'll say hi to the fishing guy. Hi, fishing guy. How can I had no idea how to talk to that guy. Cloudfish caught in the Sky Lakes. Sounds great. I can do that. Let's do some cloud fishing. Of which we can actually just mirror right back to where we were and head back up into the clouds, because that's fortuitous. It's like we never left. Yeah, so the I still maintain my top 3 video games are Skyrim, Terraria, and Starbound. I don't know that I've ever played Starbound on stream. Have I ever played Starbound on stream? I must have. I love that game. Those are the 3 games that I've racked the most hours up on. At least of trackable games. There we go. Hooray! Let's go fishing. Looking for cloudfish. Speaking of which, what have I got for... I guess I can toss some chum in there, eh? There we go. What kind of sassafras is this? All right, let's swap up our bait. Let's get some good bait in there. There's our cloudfish. Oh, I should have just taken that over. Oh, well. Anyway, we got our cloudfish. Time to go cash in on that quest. We'll take the scenic road down. Yeah, I don't know. I've been having an okay week. When I haven't been itching to be productive, I've been... Why is there even a hole there? This is the worst hole I've ever encountered. How's... Is this the one that'll get us to the... Yeah, this will get us to... No, it won't. That's a dead end. But this will get us up. We'll take this up. I'm not as smart as I should be, but sometimes I'm almost smart. So anyway, when I haven't been productive, I have been working on one of my novels, if anything. I've got a novel in the works, which any writer has a novel in the works. That's all writers do, is have novels pending. It's my best novel ever. I just haven't written it yet. That's me.
Yellow 10 said hello.
Hey, welcome aboard, Yellock. Yellock Kyo. Yay, Lokio. How you doing? I'll call you Yellow. You having a good night? Welcome aboard. So yeah, I've got some stories on the go. I was chipping away at one of them there yesterday. I found myself, I had some time to spare. I was out in the woods and I had my laptop out in the woods. No power, just me, just the woods, birds chirping, moosing. And yeah, I tossed on my laptop and I chipped away at, I guess, about 1,000 or 1,500 words on my story. That was productive. I felt good about that.
Greed_1914 said touching grass but with technology.
That's exactly what it was. I typed 1,500 words on what touching grass is. Welcome aboard, Greed. Good seeing you. But yeah, you know you got a good story when you're the author. You are the one who created the words and put them to paper. You're the author. And you come across something that you've read and it makes you laugh. I mean, you already know what it is. You already know the joke. But it makes you laugh. And further to that, you know you're a good writer when you've come across something that you've read maybe 100 times and it still makes you laugh. And that's where I was with this story yesterday. I was working away at that story and I came across a part and I've read it 100 times and it still made me laugh. And I'm out there in the middle of the woods laughing. So yeah, it's a good story. Can't wait to get that up and done. All right, we're here. We'll cash in this fishing quest. Yay! I got fishing potion, some other stuff. You are done. The Grand Ivan dismisses you. Oh, that's fair enough. The Grand Ivan gives out new quests first thing in the morning, so I'm just going to head over here and fish. 'Cause why not? Hey, it's a fishing stream, everybody. And yeah, that was pretty fun. Like I say, encountering some of my old writing, encountering some of my old jokes. I should construct. Can I do that here? Can I construct? Ooh, I can get enchanted night crawlers. Yeah, sure. Thanks. Can I construct a gigantic armoire, like a cabinet? No, I can't. Oh well. Because if I can put up a clock, then I can tell time. That'd be nice. Although we're just doing fishing quests, so we'll probably at some point get something akin to a wristwatch or some such. Yeah. So anyway, that's been a bit of how my week has gone. I have not been incredibly productive, but I've been fighting a good fight. I've been doing my best, everybody. I've been doing my best. All right, it is morning. Let's talk to our fishing guy. See what he's got to say. Demon eyes caught in sky lakes and on the surface. The fish of Cthulhu. Demon sky lakes and surface. Skylakes and surface. The fish of Cthulhu. Skylake and surface. I wonder if you have to catch that during during the nighttime. Well, I don't know how to catch a fish of Cthulhu, but we'll head up to the Skylake and see if that has any type of answers. I love that thing. Yeah. Welcome to the fishing stream, everybody. I wanted to stream something tonight. I wasn't sure what I was going to stream. I just knew that it was going to be something just fun and distracting. And here we are. Yeah, I'm at a loss of words. I'm trying to do fishing. I'm trying to focus on fishing. I'm at a loss of words. Well, that was weird. My computer did a dipsy doodle. I wonder if it was trying to do an update or something. It's always weird when the computer just suddenly throws open windows and then closes windows. Like, did I do something wrong? What's going on? Crate. I think we're okay. Got very, very little bait left, but we can make do. I don't know where to get that Eye of Cthulhu fish. It said you can get them in the Sky Lakes, and well, here we are. We're gonna have to go bait hunting. Luckily, we've got this entire jungle land to our right, so we'll take advantage of that. All right. To best take advantage of it, let's... Should we get the yo-yo out? Yeah, let's do a yo-yo. Or as I like to call it, the weed whacker. Yeah, that's not working. Let's try this. Oh, yeah, that worked. Nice. Darn it. It's working a little too well. I'm taking out all of the, Get back here, grasshopper. There we go. Grasshopper, grasshopper, looking for grasshopper. There's a worm.
Greed_1914 said Grass Lord.
Grass Lord. Yes, I am the dumbest addition to the Guardians of the Galaxy. They call me Grass Lord. There we go. Don't go any further, buddy. Whoa. No, 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 no. He's gone. He's gone, as Fuwawa and Makoko would say. He's gone. there's got to be a better way to do that. Well, we got the other side, so we'll go to the other side. Because I really feel like that Eye of Cthulhu something something might appear at night. It's got the eye, so it looks like it's a nighttime item. See if we can catch some more, well, that's promising. Get back here. Welcome to the fishing stream, everyone. If you're just tuning in, my name is Tethercat, and I'm a fisherman. You wouldn't know it to see this, though. Just some guy with a weed whacker at this point. So I'm playing this on Steam. Yeah, this is relevant. So I'm playing this on Steam, and the reason why I just laughed is because I killed that bunny. Inadvertently, I killed that bunny. And I got a little window popped up, doot, which I thought I got an achievement for killing the rabbit. It turns out I did not get an achievement for killing the rabbit. Just one of my mutual Steam allies appeared. Oh. Someone on Steam appeared, and it gave me a little notification that someone on Steam appeared. I just happened to find it incredibly amusing, thinking that it was the achievement for killing the rabbit. Hi there, how you guys doing? Nice. This is actually a pretty good method. I was not anticipating this to be as effective as it is. Whoa, we got 3 of them. Sometimes I amaze myself, because I was really not planning this to be a bait ground when I constructed this whole area. And yet, here we are. La la la, connect the dots, la 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 la. Sometimes Pee Wee Herman's ghost lives within me. I miss Paul Rubens. Can't say that I was a huge fan of him outside of his work on the Pee Wee series. Although I did like him in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That's not a net. That's my luggage. Damn it. Anyway, we got 32 bait. That's kind of nice. If I were to grab a whole whack of stars, I bet I could probably make them into enchanted. Stars. That'll do. And what else? I was going to make a clock and bring a clock with me everywhere. But then I decided not to because I'm smarter than the average park ranger. Let's see. What is that thing? I can make a scrying orb. That's what... I was playing this with June Kawamori last time, and she kept saying, hey, you can make a scrying orb. And I was like, oh, that sounds good. There we go. I guess I only got 9 worms. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's head back, put those back. There we go. I think I was playing Skyrim earlier today, just playing Skyrim earlier today. And I've got all my buttons mixed up in my head. Because I was just trying to do a something. And clearly I cannot do a something. So then I was trying to do a something else. Anyway, nothing I was doing worked. And I can only blame myself on that. It's metals. That's what I want, metals. Tin. What else can I get rid of? I guess I can get rid of some of these fish. I mean, it's just going to fill back up again. I know that much, but... Spaghetti. That's nice. Let's put that there. Let's grab some of those enchanted. I'll put them up there. This lens can just go straight in the trash. Chicken nugget will come over here. Day bloom. Where can I put the day bloom? Agriculture. Sounds good. I got some day bloom seeds. They'll go nice in here as well. Okay. And then let's head back up to the sky area and we'll see if we can get some eyeball fish of Cthulhu something something or whatever it is. Dun, dun, dun. Kind of missed the Terraria music. I think we usually listen to the Terraria music until we get into one of those scenarios where the music, like there's a blood moon, and then it just, everything becomes incredibly obnoxious. There we go. Alright, I think we're alright. I think we're alright. It's a fishing stream, everybody. We're trying to catch us an eyeball fish, and it's late at night. So hopefully we can get us an eyeball fish. There it is, we got it. Well, we might as well hop on the railway and head on over. That was fortuitous. Doing the fishing quests, doing the fishing quests. Let's do a hydration check, everybody.
Tethercat said hydration check. Tethercat said hydration check.
I swear.
Greed _1914 said HS cheers.
HS cheers indeed, and thank you for that, Greed. I swear every time I have a drink of water, it feels like I'm having a heart attack. Don't know why. Off stream, for those of you not in on that comment, off stream I was in my Discord and I was showing off to a couple of regulars an upcoming project I had in mind. And to demonstrate my upcoming project, I actually allowed myself to take several hydration checks in a row while wearing my heart rate monitor. And the result was incredibly humorous because apparently and I've known this, but it's another thing for other people to witness this.
Minimi Cursor 96 said Oracle 1 matcha.
Oracle 1 matcha. Yes, remember, this stream is sponsored by Oracle 1. If you like matcha, Oracle 1 has you covered. Every time I take a drink of water, my heart rate rises. I actually get a spike in my pulse. So, in the Discord the other night, I was showing everyone what happens when my heart rate elevates, and that happened, and that was amusing. But then I guess my heart rate monitor glitched, and inexplicably my heart rate went from like a low 50, a baseline low, calm and chill 50, to something of an energetic 80, you know, maybe 90, a little excited, 80 or 90, all the way up to 250 plus. Like the heart rate monitor was just going at 250 plus. They have various colors. So if you're in the baseline of 50 or whatever, you know, it's green. Yay, it's a good, healthy green. Isn't that nice? And, you know, when you're getting around that 80 or 90, it starts getting up there to around the yellow mark. But I'm telling you, crate potion. Oh, we got a crate potion. That's good. But I'm telling you, when it was at 250, it was beyond red. When it was at 250 heart rate, that thing was like, it was weeping for me. It was sad. It felt very sad for me. I was laughing very hard. Let's do some fishing. Should I get an ocean crate? Should I drink a crate potion here? Yeah, I'll drink a crate potion, sure. And I'll eat my chicken nugget. I'll see if this... We got 4 minutes of upgraded crate potionry. I don't think we'll catch a single crate, to be honest. We'll be lucky if we even see a crate. Yeah, fishing quests. I'm excited. I feel like I should break out my big book of fishing. We haven't read from that in a while. Some of those are so heartbreaking and disgusting, though. That big book of fishing. It's like John Smith of Florida was out on his 48,000-foot trawler one day, casting an iron line. All of a sudden, he caught a swordfish, which impaled him through one eye and out the other. His friends were worried. John still reeled in the fish, even while they were hauling him into the emergency room. John didn't let go of that line. John Smith of Florida posthumously won the largest ever catch. Some of those stories, they're meant to be funny and witty and happy fishing slices of life, but they're absolutely soul-destroying. Little Billy Johnson of Wisconsin was out celebrating his 3rd birthday. A shark was nearby, and it gets into like exceedingly graphic detail. Like, just makes me happy. Just makes me happy. That book is really funny. Yeah, I'm gonna read the book. Where's... Come on, come on, come on, come on. Book, book, book. There it is. There it is. Ugh. Hey, I got the book and I didn't knock out the entire everything. Alright. I've read many of these before, so I'm just going to read these again. This one is called Triple Digit Marlin for Single Digit Kid. Oh my god, this is going to be gruesome. When Jonathan Curran was 4 years old, he practiced fishing for lunkers by reeling in his Labrador retriever. Close family friend and respected New Zealand boat captain Bill Hall would tie Jonathan's fishing line to the dog collar and then set the drag on the reel loosely. 10-1 says that a shark eats the dog. Captain Hall would then tell Jonathan to hang on just before he threw a bone across the yard. 3 years later, at age 7, Jonathan said he was ready to go marlin fishing. Taught this kid how to fish by tying his fishing line to a dog. And by the way, that's just the first paragraph. We have like the entire length of this story to go. I'm going to hit pause because we're in the morning hour now and our fishing crate is done and we're going to have to go and get a new quest. But we'll get back to little Billy Marlin in a moment, who straps a fishing line to his dog. What was the name? The dog was a Labrador retriever. Like, I know golden retrievers are the nicest dogs ever. I would assume Labrador retrievers are also incredibly nice dogs. And the reason why I say that is because it's not like he tied a fishing pole to a chihuahua or a wolf. He tied it to the family pet, like the beloved family friend, the companion that would never let him down. Oh yeah, tie your fishing line to the dog. I'll throw a bone and you just follow along. This captain guy's a jerk. I love it. I love it. I was certain that the story was going to go that they were just going to let the dog loose on the beach and then a shark would reel in the dog and then the dog would have to like reel in the shark and it would just be this battle. Oh, that was a nice shot. Oh, kabam. That's it. Let's go and collect our spoils of war. Hey buddy, what's up? Fishing quest. Caught in caverns, a demonic hellfish. I hear in the underworld that the king of all demons is actually a fish. Just imagine the absolute power it would have if you caught it for me. Caught in caverns. Demonic hellfish in caverns. Alright, I'm going to really quickly rip on to the Terraria Wikipedia. Terraria. Demonic fish. The demonic hellfish. So you don't catch it in lava. It can only be caught in forest and dungeon caverns. Not even just a dungeon cavern. But a forest. Okay, so let's just verify that. It doesn't say there where it is. Let's just head over here and just make sure that this says forest or dungeon. I don't even know. Demonic. Demonic, here we go. It just says caught in caverns. Oh, caverns and below. It needs to be in a pure biome. Cavern and below. What's cavern? Cavern is the largest layer of the underworld. It's basically, yeah, just below the underground. So that, yeah. So basically we just need to go into the, just the underground. Hell, we could probably catch it right here. Okay, we're in the underground. Is there fishing nearby? Can we do fishing nearby? Anywhere here would have fishing. That might do. Maybe. Oh. See if this works. Well, we can do fishing here. That's good. Can we do good fishing here? That's the question. Tin can. Got a tin can, got a shoe. Cavern and below. Tell you what, let's toss some chum in there. See if that helps. Oh yeah, it helps grab shoes and tin cans. That's great. Remember, this stream is brought to you by Johnson's Dump. If it ain't going in the landfill, it goes into Johnson's Dump, right next to the old fishing hole. I don't think we're going to find anything in here as far as...
Greet_1914 said tin can and shoe. It's the greatest hits of fishing junk.
That it is. This kind of sucks. That was nice. Godly Rally. What have I got? I got a code 1. It's a Godly Rally. 1722. Yeah, that's fine. Let's, what have I got for... Oh, hey, guess what? I'm not buying what you're selling there, Fairy. Goodbye. Good day, sir. Good day. Alright, this is the underground. We gotta find us a deeper lake. Oh, we'll try this one. Seaweed. Oh, that's wonderful. We're off to a fine start. We're looking for a demonic hellfish. Yeah, let's keep going. You know, let's keep going. There's probably something else somewhere else. I'll do a sort all. Head down here, we'll put this Godly Rally. Yeah, we don't need that. Fishing bait. Let's grab some more fishing bait. Da 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 da. Hey, it's raining. That's good. Rain is good. It's a stink bug. We'll leave those there. Oh, we got tons of fireflies. Rain is good for picking up worms, I think. So let's do some worm hunting. Well, there ain't no worms. The one thing I wanted to get while I was down here, however, was the Staff of Regrowth. Increases alchemy plant collection when used to gather. Well, we definitely want to use it to gather. Because if we're going to be trying to get all the grasses we can, might as well grab as much. Alright. Let's do our tactic of heading over here and seeing if we can exploit the grasslands and see if we can get some fishing items. Yeah, this is definitely not working. This is definitely not working. This is not anything of what I thought it was going to be. So let's head back to our former idea where we went along and tried to catch grasshoppers the typical way. There's one. I'm kind of excited to read about how little Billy, at age 7, caught a shark with his dog. The thrilling exploits of little Billy. Oh well. Bum 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 ba da ba bum 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 ba. Oh, we have 56 bait. Great. Let's head down and we'll see if we can go into the underground and get some fishing done. We don't have forest nearby, and the dungeon is really far away, so I don't think we're going to get to the dungeon. But we can just get underground and do fishing that way. I think I've got me a fishing hole set up around here somewhere. See, I got some... See this right here? This little pattern of torches? That tells me I set up fishing area right here. So let's take advantage of that, shall we? Might as well drink a crate potion while we're at it. Let's do it. Any percent, let's go. I think it said cavern and below, and I think we're in the cavern. We might just be in the underground, but we might be in the cavern. Actually, we might just be in the underground. Yeah, you know what? Let's go down. Let's go down further. Spider. There, I think this is the underground. Oh, this is nice. There's like a little water area right there. That's fortuitous. Let's go in there. Let's see how this works. Will this work? I don't know. Likely not. We need to widen that area. Oh, well, that would have been nice. Oh, here we go. Hello. This might be exactly what we're looking for. Although my bait situation is lacking, sadly. Can I quick stack? Yeah. Can I quick stack? Copper ore can go there. I do have one of these. That can go there. Let's really quickly... Huge dragon egg detected nearby. Also says Tom is nearby. What's going on? There's a whole bunch of stuff nearby. Oh. Doesn't matter to me. I'm just trying to get my my fishing. Crafting. There we go. Enchanted Nightcrawler. Thank you. Let's see. What else can I get rid of? I can get rid of this murderous land hammer. Let's drink both of these mining potions, because whatever. We got the journeyman bait up there. We got some sailfish boots, whatever. Tin bars down there. Great. Alright, let's continue on. Sidebars. Huge dragon egg detected nearby. And then it said Tom, and then it said Undead Miner. I don't know who Tom is, and I don't know who the Undead Miner is. Oh, hell, we got a blood moon. This might be our ideal fishing area for the, Oh, not good, not good. Holy shit, that was not good. You know, it is good. Let's go fishing. It's a blood moon. 1, 2, 3. Great. And we'll swap over the chumcaster, and we'll also drink our crate potion. And let's give her. Fantastic. Oh shit, I gotta throw Abigail up in here. Abigail has been lacking. Need some Abigail action going on. That was interesting. I don't know what a huge dragon egg is. At least we know one's nearby there. We might not be doing too well on our fishing quest. Yay. Well, we're here, so I might as well continue reading the story of Billy. I always wanted to catch a marlin, said Jonathan Curran, age 7. So my mom and I planned a trip to the Bay of Islands. Captain Hall was our captain, and for 2 days we went fishing. And for 2 days before we went fishing, he took me out to the bay to practice with a bucket. He would hook the bucket to the fishing line and drop it over the side of the boat and let it sink. The deeper it went, the heavier it got, and the harder it was to reel it up. It was good practice. Early in the morning, Jonathan and crew left for Three Kings Islands, located 34 miles from the tip of northern New Zealand. The 3 small islands are home to some of the world's largest striped marlin. Fierce winds can often make the seas dangerous, but on this day, sky and sea were calm. It still took 14 hours to get there, said Jonathan Curran, age 7. We saw lots of porpoises and feeding birds, and the whole time we talked about marlin. Wow. Imagine talking 7 straight hours about marlin with a captain who's stuck on a 14-hour ride. 14-hour ride talking about nothing but marlin. The first day, Curran hooked a big marlin and fought it for an hour and a half before losing it at the boat. Disappointed, Curran went to bed early. He woke to another beautifully calm day, ready for action. All right. I got a little too close to that door and it opened. Man. Some pretty hardcore enemies going on in there. My God. Not doing well. Now I got all these gravestones. You know what? Maybe I'll just sleep for the night. There we go. Let's just sleep through this night. Got the bride over here. That clock is not progressing. It's still 2 a.m. I guess there's an event, so it's not doing anything like that. Yeah, let's let Abigail have a go at it. All right. Might as well take out this gravestone. Might as well take out this gravestone. Gravestone. There we are. Yeah, I think we're back. Let's do some more fishing. Yeah. Yeah, let's do more fishing. The second day, says Jonathan Curran, age 7, I hooked another marlin, but after another hour or so, it spit the hook. I was mad, but I wanted to try it again. The fishing lines were reset when a dark spike broke the calm surface. Captain Hall raced to the cockpit and handed one of the 2 fishing rods to Curran, who settled into the fighting chair and attached the shoulder harness to the reel. Suddenly, 2 marlin appeared in the boat's wake. All right, let's go into our stuff. Let's do a quick stack. Quick stack. What else can we do? Oh, we got a pearl. That's good. Got a whole lot of dirt blocks. Got some swordfish. We can get rid of the swordfish. What's this? Lesser mana potion? That's gone. Tungsten ore? Yeah, that's gone. We can use this in the extractinator, I believe. Do we have other tin cans? Thought we did. Tin can, tin can. Ooh, we got a weather radio. It displays the weather. I bet it might be raining. Swiftness potion. Let's get rid of that. Mana potion. Get rid of that. Okay, we got some of that. And now we're back to at least one piece open. Quick stack. Let's see what's up down here. Don't worry, little scorpion, I'll save you. What's all this stuff here? Brazilian skies. I think that's a painting. We can do without the painting. Not worried about that. Ah, we got a, there we go. quick stack. That's odd, do I not? Yeah, there it is. Oh, I got a scorpion down here. Hello. Oh yeah, you guys just don't have any sound. Had to turn that sound off because it was hella annoying. Okay. Pick this up. Some stuff here. Oh, it's just a bride's dress. Maybe we can get away with doing a quick stack. There. That was nice, but we lost a lot of our fishing bait. Might as well pull these up and see what we can get out of them. They are often sources of good itemeries. There we go, extractinator. That did not work out in my favor. Note to self, do not implement the pickaxe when doing things. Okay. Oh, we got 8 bait up there. That's not bad. It's not bad. A fishing potion, that'd be nice. We got some spaghetti. Okay. I think we might not be doing too bad at all. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to save and get out, save and exit. Now I'm going to multiplayer and go back in because I want to reset the quest if possible. I'll reset that fishing quest because it's really familiar, really similar to that one that we failed that previous time. So we'll see if this reboots it. Hopefully that answer is yes. Oh, hi. It reminds me I need to get out some sort of companion. And yeah, we're gonna take another trip. Your railroad ride. Okay. Might as well do a hydration check.
Tethercat said hydration check. Tethercat said hydration check.
Now then, let's continue on with Jonathan and the Marlin. 2 Marlin appeared in the boat's wake. One attacked Curran's bait, while the other hit the second trolled bait, which was fished by Captain Hall's wife, Robin. Within seconds, both reels spun loudly as the Marlin took line into the depths. Said the little boy Curran, Robin fought her fish standing up. Wait, is that her son? Why do you call her Marlin or Robin? Jonathan Kern was 4 years old. Then, when Jonathan turned 7, he went fishing. His mother and him planned a trip. Ah, Robin is Captain Hall's wife. So Jonathan Curran and his mother were on one aspect, and then Captain Bill Hall and his wife Robin were on the other. Robin fought her fish standing up, Curran said. It was a big striped marlin, and when she got it to the boat, she tagged it and released it. My stripey was still on, and it had jumped a few times. I was amazed at how big it was, so I never stopped pulling. The adult-size shoulder harness, however, was too large for Curran's small shoulders and began to slip. A pillow was stuffed behind his back to keep it tight, but still it had to be adjusted throughout the fight. My mom and Robin kept giving me drinks and food, and after an hour I had the marlin close to the boat. Captain Hall saw it coming and yelled at me to get ready. Then I saw them pulling it through the transom door. It was huge, says the little 7-year-old kid. This is a thrilling Tethercat stream if you're watching. Quest. Hey, we got a new one. Eater of Plankton. That's good. That's over in the, that's in the Corrupt. Will do. Let's head over there and grab us a fish. We've got 15 bait. Hopefully we can pick some up along the way. I'm surprised little Billy hasn't gone for stitches yet in this long-winded tale. There's still a little bit more story to go, so I'm certain that he'll face mortal peril in the upcoming pages. Such is the nature of that book specifically. Okay, we need to find a fishing area in here. Where would we find a fishing area? Oh, right down there. That's good. Let's go fishing. That ain't it. Let's go fishing. Fishing. I got some over there. Right here is good. Let's toss some chum into the water. Take us a fishing potion. Eat us some paschetti. Might as well get an iron skin in there. Calming decreases enemy spawn rate. That's all nice.
Greed_1914 said spaghetti.
Paschetti. Ain't no paschetti like good paschetti. That's what I always say. I've never said that. Alright, so we're looking for Eye of the Corrupt Fish or some such. There it is. Fishing quest. I'm digging it. Fishing quest, fishing quest. And you know why we succeeded at that fishing quest? Spaghetti. This stream is sponsored by Spaghetti, everyone. Remember, if you are lacking in your spaghetti needs, Spaghetti has you covered. Contact your local spaghetti dealership today. Well, you know what that means. More conversations with Billy is what that means. I saw them pulling the marlin through the transom door. It was huge, said Curran. The exhausted angler was congratulated, and Captain Hall turned home for the day. They drove through the night and arrived the next day at their home port in the Bay of Islands. Curran's first marlin was hoisted to the scale, where it weighed an impressive 292 pounds. I was so tired the next day, I could barely lift my arms, but I was also excited. I got interviewed by local radio, and I was on the front page of the newspaper. I was even on the local television news. You know, this happened back in an era when there was local television news. Uh-oh. Hold on a sec. I figured this would happen. I got a little text message here from a viewer who is not on the regular comment. The text message says, a viewer wants to know if you're reading stories from your fishing book you got at Christmas. That answer, viewer, is yes. P.S. Play the wrestling game, LOL. That would be Micro League WWF Wrestling for the Commodore 64. Maybe I'll put a stream together for that. To conclude this story, the accomplishment was spectacular, but it paled in comparison to the marlin Curran caught the next year. At age 8, Curran was again fishing with Captain Hall when he landed a 450-pound blue marlin on 33-pound fishing line. That catch set a New Zealand line class record. Captain Hall told me I was a good student, Curran said, but I know I had the best teacher. And to wrap this story off, we have a fish fact. Here's a fish fact. Garfield have some of the toughest scales in the world. Native Americans use them as arrowheads. That's a fish fact. And we're here to complete our fishing quest. You can tell the age of the book because the kid was talking about local television news. Hey, we got a fuzzy carrot. And that kid was also simultaneously talking about local television news while in a book which mentions Native Americans. I'm sure the indigenous community loves that. Okay, I got me a fuzzy carrot. What the hell even is that? How do I even know what a fuzzy carrot is? I got a fuzzy carrot. Oh, there it is. Fuzzy carrot. Summons a rideable bunny mount. Okay. I now have a fuzzy carrot. There it is. Well, fishing quest, everybody. Holy crap, that's a fast rabbit. I'm going to name this rabbit Jack. Bunny mount, you're craving carrots. Nom 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 nom. Well, the bunny is ass. I don't like this bunny. Can't even jump. What the hell? Stupid ass bunny. Alright, let's do a bit more fishing. The night is young. Or we can sleep through the night. No, let's stay here. We're going to stay here and do some fishing. Well, I might as well just... I mean, in for a penny, in for a pound, right? Let's get our fabled vampire staff out. We'll toss some bait into the water. 1, 2, 3. What do we got here? Calm, iron skin. Oh, we do have a fishing potion for another 2 minutes, so let's take advantage of that fishing potion for another 2 minutes. And then once the... You know what, we can get into another story. We're doing another fishing story, everybody. A crazy viewer who's not on any of the regular commentary channels. Viewer, you gotta get onto regular streams so that chat rat can tell you, because I can't see chat. I can't see my messages all the time. You know that, right? Here's a story called 12 Hours, 4 Fishing Rods, 1 Epic Marlin. Monday, September 8th was the first day of fishing in the 26th annual Marlin Fishing Tournament at Montego Bay, Jamaica. And it was destined to be a time that angler Hedley Weir and the crew of the Spritzer would never forget. Shortly after 9 a.m., Weir was in the fighting chair, solidly hooked into a big blue marlin on 50-pound test fishing line, packed onto a Pen 80 International reel holding 900 yards of monofilament. Ooh, scary, isn't it? Thrilling. These stories, they don't go where you expect them to, you know? It's excitement around every bend. Throw some chum into the water. And we're back. Whoa, that's loud. That got me off guard. So much for the nice calm stream there, everybody. When the fish was near the boat, and this would be a big blue marlin, when the fish was near the boat, Captain Victor Murdoch, a seasoned big game angler with more than 30 years of experience on the bridge, realized the size of their catch. The marlin appeared to be as long as the width of the 16-foot transom. A 1,062-pound marlin landed in Kona, Hawaii, had just measured over 14 feet. Thrilling. Before the deckhand could reach out and wire it with the leader, the fish made a blistering run and stripped off most of the 900 yards of fishing line, even with the boat backing down hard. The battle seesawed back and forth for the next 6 hours. Each time the anglers pulled him in, the fish raced away, nearly spooling the reel each time. By mid-afternoon, the seas had built to 8 feet, and on one of the long runs, with Captain Murdoch backing down fast, the swimming platform was ripped loose. On the next run, the big blue made it obvious that the 900 yards of line was insufficient. As Weir watched the last few yards melt from the spool, the crew snapped the swivel of a 10-0 reel with an 80-pound test fishing line to Weir's reel and dropped the original rod and reel overboard. Weir continued to fight the fish on the 10-0 rig, knowing that the second set of gear would disqualify the fish from the tournament. Nevertheless, all on board wanted to land that fish to confirm its massive size. Using a second rod clipped to the reel of the first rod had worked for Captain Murdoch before, so expectations were high. As the fight entered the 7th and then the 8th hour, Weir was able to regain his first fishing rod and reel, and most of the 900 yards of line. But the marlin soon took the upper hand, and the second rod was once again attached. The big marlin continued to run, and soon a third rod and reel was snapped to the second reel, which was summarily tossed overboard. The fight continued with 2 sets of gear in the water trailing behind the fish. Really? The tournament had by now ended for the day, and the cocktail party was in full force back at the Montego Yacht Bay Club. But many crew members from the other boats stayed close to their marine radios to monitor the epic battle taking place a few miles away. As Weir, an experienced angler, watched the sun set, he was determined to keep fighting. But as darkness fell, the fish seemed to gain strength. It ran harder and harder, and soon a 4th rod and reel was attached, and the 3rd set of gear was dumped overboard. With 3 expensive and heavy rods and reels in the water, and a combined total of approximately 2,500 yards of line trailing behind the fish sounded. Backing down on the fish became impossible. The location of the marlin was indeterminable. Weir continued to fight gallantly, but he was unable to stop the loss of fishing line. The marlin kept swimming, and at the 12-hour mark, a 5th rod and reel was snapped into place, secured to a double 50-pound line. The effort was futile, however, as the fish never stopped. Finally, the great marlin, pulling 4 rods and reels and finishing off 4,000 yards of fishing line, succeeded in forcing Weir to tighten the drag. The line snapped, and the fight was over. Gone was the fish, 2 miles of fishing line, and 4 sets of fishing gear. We can only hope that somewhere in the darkness of night, the mighty marlin was able to break loose from her burden and swim free. Heartwarming. Just utterly heartwarming. That brings a tear to your eye, doesn't it? Anyway, let's get on with this fishing quest, everybody.
Reed_1914 said I was rooting for the fish.
I was rooting for the end of the story. What do we got? Zombie fish. Oh, this is good. Caught in the surface. I caught a fish in the forest at nighttime that was already dead. So it looks like it's a fish at night. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, crazy, eh? Who'd have thunk fishing could be so expensive? I mean, look at me. I just put my hand in the water and I just start batting it around, and hopefully I can smack a fish or two. Kind of like a grizzly bear that way. Tethercat is part cat, part Kodiak. Just go into a big old spawning pool of salmon and smack it around a couple times. That's the Tethercat way. Where am I going? It's early morning. Apparently a zombie fish comes out at night. Yeah, whatever. But it does say that it's caught in the surface. So let's I'm just going to quickly pop over to the Wikipedia page and confirm that a zombie fish will be caught. Terraria zombie fish. See if it's caught at night. It may be caught during the day, it says. Let's see, find zombie. La 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 la, boom. Zombie fish, surface. It says the biome is pure forest. Okay, well, let's go to the forest. I think we got one over there. I was not rooting for the marlin. I wasn't rooting for the anglers either. I mean, they put in 4 lines. Well, they put in 3 lines, and that's like 3 fishing rods, and then all the gear and all that. And then if they put on a 4th line, they basically knew they were pooched. They basically knew they were hosed at that point. Can we do it here? This is more open plains. Is it forest? I hear birds. Let's see if we can fish up the zombie here. Let's try it. We might as well. Yeah, okay. That's good, that's good. Where's our fishing potion? Yeah, good. Let's see if we can get a zombie fish. Yeah, we might need to go into the fort. Oh, there's a zombie fish. Great. Quest complete. Let's head out. I feel like I should try and get some more bait. Someone somewhere said that the fishing quests in Terraria are the easiest way to progress through the game. And let's face it, I just love fishing quests, so it's kind of a no-brainer. Hey, it's also the top of the hour. Oh, a little bit past, but welcome aboard anyone who might be watching. Remember, the stream is sponsored by register your chat comments in either the YouTube or chat or Twitch chat sections, because I don't have my phone on me all the time. Anyway. We're only at 10 bait. We're going to have to go bait hunting soon. Yes, this is the fishing book that I did receive as a Christmas gift oh so long ago. Here's a fun fish fact. Baby salmon, called smolts or 11s, swim downstream, tail first. That's a fish fact. Here's a story called Voracious Marlin. It was Friday the 13th when Michael Nesbitt and Brian Toney hooked a fat billfish from the deck of the 17-foot Felicidad off the coast of Kona, Hawaii. The big fish fought for 2 hours, then it spit out the 40-pound aku bait. The aku floated to the surface, but the marlin was unfazed by the previous battle. It turned, and it charged the bait, rehooking itself for a second time. Unfortunately, the reel froze. The anglers, who were both experienced charter boat mates, cut the line and spliced it to a second reel. Within minutes, the second reel broke, forcing the men to hand line the estimated 500-pound blue marlin. One man pulled on the monofilament, while the other used his finger to crank the broken reel. Somehow, they were able to land the fish. Not only was the landing such a large marlin by hand improbable, but it was the first time either man had heard of a marlin returning to attack a bait rigged with a sharp hook after such a long fight. Then again, it was Friday the 13th. Here's a fish fact for you. The age of a fish is calculated by the growth rings on its scales. Each ring equals 1 year. That's a fish fact. Welcome to the fishing stream, everybody. You know what that means?
Tethercat said hydration check. Tethercat said hydration check.
Totally passed by our destination.
Greed_1914 said HS cheers.
Just cheers indeed. All right. Let's go and hand in our assignment. Boom, got a fishing potion. Excellente. Can we deposit some fish in here? Let's do a quick stack. Oh, that's a yes answer. We can also get rid of some of this bass. Let's give up one of our lucky clovers. Someone will make use of that. I also have a rideable turtle mount, but I like the bunny. Which one's faster, the turtle or the bunny? Tune in next time. Let's, how are we doing on our fishing potion? Oh, we got 3 minutes on this fishing potion. That's good. We can run with that. And then...
Clyofox said blue fishes.
Well, if it ain't KLF Fox out of LA. Man, I screwed it up because it's unreliable and I'm not on my top game. How is it going there? How you doing tonight? Bloop fishes indeed. We're doing the fishing stream tonight. I'm reading some fishing books, reading some fishing stories. We're just trying to pass the time and complete fishing quests. It's a fun time had by everybody. Forgot the music. I turned off the in-game music and I turned on the background Baroque music. I'm gonna turn off the background Baroque music and I'm gonna turn back on the in-game audio music. The seagulls are not part of the in-game background
Clyofox said
music.
LOL. All good.
Excellent.
Going well, just got done with work.
Ah, good for you. Congratulations on putting in that good effort. You did good. We're all proud of you. And thank you for tuning in as your nightly entertainment. Ain't nothing forcing you to stay here, but it's glad to have you along. Yeah, we're doing fishing quests. That's the majority of what we're doing is fishing quests, fishing quests, fishing quests. And I am quickly running out of bait. I hope I get some sort of a fishing quest superior item shortly. That'd be nice. And there we go, we're out of bait, so let's open these crates. We got an inner tube. Yay.
Clyofox said always enjoy your streams.
Well,
Very
thank you.
nice and chillax.
Well, that's what I aim for, is nice and chillax. Whether I succeed or not, that's up to the viewers, but I appreciate it. Thank you. Alright, we got 6. We got some good bait happening. I think what I might do is I might actually head back to the house proper. We'll get some sleep. Hopefully we won't get like a blood moon or anything, because I don't really have any bait. And then once morning arrives, we'll go and get our next fishing quest. Because with only 5 bait, doesn't make much sense to just stay out there and do nothing. And hopefully no enemies attack. No blood moon, no enemies. That'd be nice. Looks like a calm and peaceful evening. Hooray and huzzah. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, there's some worms out there. I should go and collect the worms. And by worms, I mean singular. And it fills me with sadness. Do we have any other worms on this side? No? No. I can put away this collector item. Wasn't really doing me too good. Where did my... Oh yeah, there he is. Okay. I should get rid of that inner tube. It's not doing me nothing. Inner tube. Equipment? Yeah, inner tube. Oh, okay. Oh well. Back to sleep. Yay. So, anyways. Yeah, it's a fishing stream. Just having some fun fishing. Real quiet, real no-brainer. Chill is definitely a great word for it. I just noticed that we've got two paintings in the house here. One on the bottommost level, one on the upper topmost level. We got the blue cat. I put the blue cat up. I figured this is Tethercat house, Tethercat game, so I put the big blue cat in the middle here, in Fox Girl's room. But down here we've got, like, we got Spyro painting in the upper left, and then we've got in the basement another Spyro painting, the exact same. I didn't put them up. I wonder which of the Discord yahoos is responsible for that egregious malfeasance. All right, it's pretty much time for catching more items, I think. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna head up to this sky area, and then we'll into our little collection of bait. Let's see what we can get for bait while we're up in that sky area. And then we'll make our way over to the fishermen again for our next fishing quest. So far they've been handy. So far they've been doing okay. I expect that at some point shortly it's going to turn and be incredibly dangerous. But for the most part, at the moment, we're doing all right. As long as we just go slowly and try and catch. That blue thing took out our... Oh. That is not cool, buddy. That is not cool. Alright. We were trying to get that grasshopper, and then the blue slime took him out. And that rustled my jimmies. They called me Little Jimmy Russells after that. What, I can't take the... It actually refused giving me the grasshopper bait. Speaking of which... No, not you. Where can I put this? Where can I put this? I'll put this right here. There we go. Wouldn't let me catch the grasshopper. That's egregious. That's egregious. we go. Nice. Nice. Well, off we go. And I might as well do another hydration check, because I'm thirsty.
Tethercat said hydration check. Tethercat said hydration check.
I love having set up the stream deck for a one-button hydration check push. That's handy. I was smart. At one point, I was smart. All right, we got here a story called Not So Mellow Yellow Fin. It's about a yellow fin, and that's the title, everybody. 11-year-old Clayton Luddington joined his dad aboard the 115-foot Royal Polaris in San Diego, California, for a 17-day fishing trip. Now, I gotta interrupt. Me, I go fishing. If I catch something in the first hour, I'm done. They went for 17 days. That's, you know, my condolences. They were heading to Clarion Island, a fish-rich oasis 500 miles south of the Mexican area of Cabo San Lucas. It was an epic trip from the start, and by the time Clayton had reached Clarion, he'd bagged countless tuna, a large wahoo, and a sailfish. Shout out for the wahoo. When we got to the island, said Clayton, I pinned a big caballito bait fish on my hook and cast it out. The tuna were biting, and after about 15 minutes, the caballito really started swimming. I knew something was chasing it. I had about 100 yards of line out when the big fish hit. We're coming up on our destination, so I'm going to pause that story for the time being. As thrilling a tale as that is. And let's get our next fishing quest, everybody. I hear in the underworld that the king of all demons is actually a fish. It's the demonic hellfish, everybody. They keep throwing this demonic hellfish at us. It says caught in caverns. It just says caverns. Cavern and below. What defines a cavern? The cavern begins just below the underground. And what defines the underground? That would be the area with the wall. Yeah. Yeah, so... So for cavern and below, that's where this demonic hellfish is located. Sounds good to me. Let's go. Now, last time, so this right here would be considered the underworld. And you can tell because it's got a background. It's got this background map. There's no parallax scrolling. It's actually like it's a cave right beside us. But once we reach a certain depth, the music changes. And that no parallax background fades away. Now you can see we have parallax. So this would be the cavern. So now it's just a matter of fishing, and I think we got 2 fishing areas over here. So let's go this way. And I think this is fishing area number 2. So let's set up shop, shall we? And I think we'll pull out Abigail for this little adventure. Let's put our money trough into good use. Can we quick stack anything? Yeah, I got rid of some stuff. Let's toss in some chum. Great. Toss another thing right there, and then we will go fishing. Good shot, Tethercat. So we're looking for demonic hellfish. How's our... We can drink another fishing potion. Let's put on an iron skin. Yeah, we might as well get a calming potion. Hopefully that'll keep everyone in good stead. The Caverns of Parallax. I don't know why Chat Rat's having a moment, but I read that.
Cliofox said he.
The Caverns of Parallax. It really is kind of the Caverns of Parallax, isn't it? There we go, we got it. Oh, and I don't need to, I don't even need to... Oh, we'll see if we can catch anything. Nope. We're pretty much set up just right underneath our fisherman guy. Oh, this is an easy fishing quest. Good job, team. And it's a windy day, as per the music. Whoa. Okay, we got an achievement, and we got a bunch of stuff. So what did we get? Let's find out. Well, I got that. That's nothing. Put the bait over here. This over here. But what did we get? We got... shell pile. I could probably put the... Oh, it can be extractinated. Shell pile can be extractinated. That's good. Crate potion. Those are good. Got a worm, some tin ore, that's nothing. Did we get anything that goes on over here? I'm not seeing anything. Bomb. Platinum bar. I think that's something we got. Ah, well. Looks like we got an achievement, if anything. Quick stack. The shell pile can be extractinated, but we don't have an extractinator there. So let's go back. Use the one in the basement. Let's extract some shells, shall we? There we go. Got some items. Metals, materials. Materials? I think cobweb was a material that we could have put in there. We can get rid of some of that bomb fish. And probably get rid of some of these potions, to be honest. I don't need the gills potion. Don't really need the hunter potion. I like calming. I like iron skin. We don't need obsidian. We don't really need mining. Okay. Fish, fishing bait, gems and loot. Oh, we got 3 extractinators. I could put one out by the ocean, but not at the moment. building materials. What's this? Tin ore. Let's head back over to metals. Put that tin ore here. Take the platinum. Platinum could go there. We got a bunch of sand. Don't know why. And we got some bombs. Sand and bombs. Nice. That'll make for good something or other. Take one worm. Where is our potions, agriculture, materials, equipment? No. Armor? No. Ornament? No. Summons? No. Ooh, what's that? Glow tulip summons a caveling gardener. Interesting. Ancient energy in full bloom. Oh, I think I took a look at this at one point and I didn't like it. And I stopped looking at it. Oh, hey, did you see that? There's the cat in there. Summons Kativa to fight for you. Building materials. We got a bomb. Weapons. I think bomb goes under weapons. And fishing bait? I don't think fishing bait, maybe fish would have the... Oh, we'll put the shell pile in there, because why not? There we go. I think that's it for our endeavor. Let's sleep through the night. We've got 12 bait. Now's a good time as any if... We're also at the bottom of the hour, apparently. Oh, the blood moon is rising. Hello, everybody. We've got a blood moon. La la la. Good, I've got Abigail with me. Let's close that door. And we'll head off to our fishing hut. We'll get in some fishing. 'Cause yay. All right, Abigail. Fishing time. 1, 2, 3. Swap that, swap that. We can take our... No, we don't need that. We will take a fishing potion. I wish I had some food, but we'll also take this and off we go. There we go. And we're fishing, everybody. Is it faster? Can we fish down here? Be nice if that hit the water. Hey! If this works. Come on. If this works. No, it's not working. Abigail, your presence is needed at the door. Alright, well. It was a good try, but we'll do it the old-fashioned way, I guess. Holy crap, that's really not doing nothing. Oh, we got an oyster. I'll eat the oyster in a moment. Nice. And other than that, it's a very nice and calm stream. With nothing happening And no enemies anywhere. Isn't this nice? Such a pleasant stream. There we go. Now we got some action. Man, we're, as far as bait goes, we're down to the grasshopper. Could really use some bait right about now. We'll see how this goes. It's funny, these are the calmest blood moons I've ever experienced. I wonder if I faced off against a boss. I think I've faced off against a king slime so far. Though it's been a while. Remember, this stream series was started with a whole bunch of us, VTubers and others in the Discord community, getting together to do a huge playthrough where all of us contributed and a lot of us were doing our thing. And time and circumstance and obligations have whittled that, whittle by whittle. And now it's just been me for a little while here. This is all to say that, oh good, we got an extractinator, isn't that wonderful? This is all to say that, yeah, it'd be nice if we got everyone back in doing the thing, but for the time being, I think I was able to solo the King Slime. I also had a good hand in... What else did I do? I think I helped out with one of the eyeball fights, the Eye of Cthulhu, I think we took on. Oh, we've only got one bait left. Might be a quiet blood moon. Unless something happens. Hey, we got a golden crate. That's good. Actually, a golden crate is amazing. Alright, let's go check that out. And we got 0 bait out of that. So, we have no bait. We do have seaweed, though. So I'm going to try putting the seaweed into the extractinator. Oh, alright, we got 1 bait out of that. This is our last bait, our Hail Mary, if you would. And that's it. We're out of bait. So, let's see, what do we do here? There's nothing really in the water that I want to accumulate. How do I get that down there? I really want to get rid of some of these sawtooth sharks. They're just taking up space. We've got 3 extractinators. I'll probably go for a 4th shortly. I wonder if I could actually do that thing where I swap out what my loadout is. How do I do that again? 1, 2, 3? No. That's it. Alright. That's a successful evening. Well, if anything, I got us some monies. I think we can grab our net and see if we can grab some worms on the way back to the house. And also, if we now have the next morning, we can go check up on our fishing quest. So that's fortuitous. Was there anything that I acquired? Yeah, I want to get rid of that advanced techniques. Quick stack. Alright, I think... Yeah, I want to get rid of another one of those. How we can bring the extractinator with us to the desert. We'll put the extractinator in the desert. That's a plan. I like plans. Plans are good. Alright, now then. We still have no bait. That's troublesome. Let's see if we can acquire some right here. We might need to go the other direction, actually. Let's do that. Let's head out to that other direction. We'll go and acquire as much bait as we can. And then we will make our way back to the fisherman for the next fishing quest. Yeah. See, it's a plan. We've got plans. Our plans are good. Hi. Get back here. Plans. It's all about plans. The life of a Terraria fisherman farmer, eh? Nice. You know, I almost bought a pizza tonight. I haven't told you guys what I had for dinner. And my dinner story starts last Saturday when I decided that I was going to make some muffins. So I actually baked some muffins last Saturday. Which, yeah, that's a pretty good endeavor. Well, anyway, I figured I should eat some muffins this morning. But unbeknownst to my itself, I decided I was also going to inexplicably eat some cereal. So I made myself some cereal and some muffins. And I ate them. And then I had a sandwich for lunch. So right there, that's pretty much my daily quota for everything I eat. I'm not a big eater. I'm a pretty small cat. And so I've already eaten like 3 weeks worth of items by having a sandwich and a cereal. And then tonight rolls around, and I was tempted to go get a pizza, but I decided I was going to cook in. But to relive that wholesome pizza experience, instead what I did was I made some macaroni and cheese, and I'm talking like cutting up cheddar. Made some macaroni and cheese. I did up a thing of fried sausage in the pan. And the sauce was Alfredo. It was a nice Alfredo sauce for the pasta. Pasta and sausage. And then, as if that weren't enough, I made garlic bread with cheese. Because I had also been baking and had created a loaf of bread. So I made some garlic bread with cheese to do up with my muffins and sausage, pasta, cereal. I have eaten so much today. This is really where the story's getting at, everybody, is I am so full. And every time I take a hydration check, it's filling my body even more. Like my body is hurting. I am a small cat if I have not mentioned this several times. So, anyway, that's all to say that I'm not hungry. I'm actually quite good as far as food consumption goes. Oh, that was a good shot. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow for food. Maybe get some more pasta, who knows. Off to the fishing. Oh, we got 27. We got 27 bait. That's a good amount. Yeah, let's go and grab some more fishing quest from our angler friend. Well, might as well read some more from the book. Not so mellow yellowfin. Oh, well, maybe we won't read from the book. Not quite yet. Maybe we'll take a little bit of a small detour. All right, here we go. Let's read from the book. Now, where were we? 11-year-old Clayton Luddington and his father out in Cabo San Lucas. When we got to the island, said Clayton, I pinned a big caballito bait fish on my hook and I cast it out. The tuna were biting, and after about 15 minutes, the caballito really started swimming. I knew something was chasing it. I had about 100 yards of line out when the big fish hit. The hooked tuna surged for the ocean floor, burning Clayton's fingers on the free spooling reel. Clayton locked the drag and set the hook. The fish swam deep, taking line effortlessly. For 10 minutes, Clayton struggled to hang on. He kept the rod tight in the gimbal of the waist belt and leaned against the weight of the fish. As his arms tired, the 11-year-old handed the rod to the deckhand and grabbed a harness. The deckhand clipped the rod into the harness and handed it back to Clayton, who could now lean back without using his arms. It was a powerful fish, and more than once it slammed Clayton to the railing, where he rested the rod and waited for the fish to tire. An hour and 10 minutes later, the fish began to rise. The deckhands called out for extra gaffs. It was the largest yellowfin tuna Clayton had ever seen. "It took 5 gaffs to land the tuna," said Clayton, "and a bunch of the deckhands to lift it over the railing. I couldn't believe how big it was." Days later, back at the dock in San Diego, the fish was officially weighed. It registered 315 pounds and was the largest tuna of the trip. It was also the largest tuna ever caught by such a young angler in the San Diego fleet. In fact, it was one of the largest tuna ever caught by any angler in the fleet. Said the captain, 300-pound tuna are why anglers book our trips. Clayton is an exceptionally tough 11-year-old fisherman. He hung in there and landed what will probably turn out to be the greatest fish of his life. Fantastic. Fantastic. I think we all feel better for struggling alongside Clayton on that one. Cloudfish. There's a rumor going around islands in the sky. Catch a cloudfish in the sky. Sure. Let's do that. We got 27 bait. What do we care?
Greed_1914 said moral of the story is the kid peaked at 11 years old.
After that, it was all downhill for young Clayton. By age 13, he had his second mortgage. At age 16, he was junior partner at a car dealership, a used car dealership for Pintos. Pintos. He was second in line for a promotion at the Pinto Company. Oh, Clayton. You know what's funny and stupid and funny and stupid? Is this algorithm that...
Greed_1914 said not the Pinto.
Not the Pinto. This stupid-ass algorithm that dictates what people say on Twitch and on YouTube. Oh, we got the... There we go. See, we got the... Let's go cash that in. See if we can get there by morning. And the algorithm listens. The algorithm knows what I'm saying at any given time. The algorithm is listening for the LIKE and the SUBSCR words. Wants me to tell all of you to smash. And the algorithm is listening to everything I say. It records everything. But I can't help but wonder, is the algorithm listening when I mention young 11-year-old Clayton Luddington, who joined his father in San Diego, California, headed to Clarion Island, where they were going south of Cabo San Lucas in Mexico, registering a 305-pound yellowfin tuna? Does the algorithm pick up on that? Is Clayton somewhere at home right now with his 15th wife? You got a notification. Someone around the world mentioned you in passing. Like, that's terrifying. And he's like, well, who would mention me in passing? I've never done anything special in my life, not since I was 11. And then he takes a look and he sees that it's some stupid-ass blue cat hanging upside down playing a weird Mario game. He's like, what the hell is this? Why am I being mentioned here? See, here's the funny thing is I have when you put up a YouTube video, when you actually put a video up on YouTube, you can assign tags to those videos. So if I was doing a horror stream, I would put a tag that says horror, and that horror tag would join the other ones. Currently on any given stream, I add in Tethercat, VTuber, Canadian, Chill. I put a whole bunch of tags on my YouTube videos.
Cliafox said LOL. Algorithm being a tattletale.
Well, I don't think so. I don't think it's quite being a tattletale yet, just in passing. However, if I were to put in this stream that Clayton, the fisherman, Clayton, snagged a 315-pound yellowtail tuna. Like, I'm fairly certain. Oh, nice. Fairly certain Clayton would see that. Yay! I got a crate potion and 1 gold coin, you jerk. Alright, let's put that extractinator on top here. There we go. I got a crate potion. Yay. And I got 1 gold. Yay. That reminds me, I got 32 gold. I should really deposit some of this. Gel. I can get rid of the lesser healing potion, I think. No, I'll keep it. Gold pickaxe, I don't need that. Swordfish, I don't need the swordfish. I can put the swordfish into this chest over here. Swordfish. Swordfish. Reaver shark, swordfish. What else? Oh, I can take out some of these oysters, yeah. Alright, I can put that in there. I can put that in there. I definitely want to keep those oysters. This can go back over here. Inventory management is always fun. Great, can we sort items? That's fine. There we go. Good stuff. Good, good, good. Now we just wait till morning and then go and collect our collection. We got 27. How are we doing on crate potions? Fishing is 3 minutes. Iron skin. Let's get a crate potion and do some fishing. Oh, actually, let's do some crafting. Enchanted night crawlers, please. Thank you very much. Now we're cooking with heat. Very nice. Oh, man. And it's the top of the hour. Welcome aboard, everyone. If you're just tuning in, my name is Tethercat. It's the top of the hour. I'm a blue cat upside down, and we're fishing in Terraria. Because that's how we roll. Because if we weren't fishing in Terraria, no one would be. It dawns on me that while we wait throughout the evening, we could, in theory, lose all of our bait. I kind of don't want that. I kind of want to spend 23 bait on whatever next fishing area we go to. It should be fine. I'm sure it'll all work out. Yeah. Top of the hour, eh? I'm gonna see if I can find a fishing fact within this book, because we missed the fish fact on the last one. Ooh. I did 1,000 damage on that one. Alright, here's a 2.5 pager. The Fox and the Marlin. By the way, in case you're wondering, we have read the majority, if not all of these stories before. So don't be surprised if we come across any that you've all heard before. Just play along. Pretend that this is the first time you've ever heard it. That's what I do. Captain George the Fox Branford, or also known as Captain Branford, also known as the Fox. Oh, hold on. Before I get into that, I'm going to need a refresh my potions. Iron skin we don't need. Calming we don't need. We got the crate. And fishing. Yeah, that's fine. Captain Branford, aka the Fox, had retired from big game fishing by the time that I, the author of this book, drove down his driveway in central Queensland, Australia. Originally from Florida, Bransford had spent a lifetime as a professional skipper, fishing much of the world. The Fox was a legend. He had been a legend for a long time. Makes me think that this guy is secretly Robin Hood from Disney. If anyone's wondering what Robin Hood's name is in Disney, apparently it's George Bransford. The successful capture of Australia's first 1,000-pound fish, also known as a grander, began by chance during World War II, when Bransford was an American paratrooper stationed in the small town of Gordonvale on the northeast coast of Australia. On training missions high above the sea, he began to study the Great Barrier Reef. A fisherman by trade, Bransford was intrigued by the stark blue line that marked the edge of the Great Reef. I've actually been down there. I've actually seen the stark blue edge mixed with the stark green edge. I've seen that. It's amazing. Like, it's stunning amazing. It was there, he believed, that the warm currents of the ocean would mix with the rich waters of the reef, creating ideal conditions for game fish. Lots of them. At every opportunity, he went to the seaside town of Cairns, where the reef was nearest to shore. He watched the local mackerel boats return from fishing, and he talked with their captains. They all complained about the same thing: big, menacing fish that attacked their mackerel. It was just what Bransford had guessed. He vowed to return one day to pursue a dream. 20 years later, in 1964, Bransford returned. He had sold his home in the States, moved his family, and staked it all on finding these fish. He needed results. He began searching the inner reefs for billfish. He started up a small charter business, but times were tough, and the fishing was slow. Late that year, on November 25th, 1964, he caught a 35-pound black marlin. Then in early 1965, his wife, Joyce, caught the largest marlin ever landed in Australia, a 252-pound black marlin. The catch was enough to stir local interest in their budding charter business, the first of its kind along the coast. Ooh, scary. Very scary. How will he get out of this predicament? Who cares? Let's get a quest item. Slimefish from the surfaced forest. Alright. Slimefish, slimefish, we can catch a slimefish. Well then. So we gotta go to the forest, and I think that's just 2 fishing holes to the right, where our former graveyard used to be. This is where the former graveyard used to be, but we want to go a little bit... No, actually, I think that's it, isn't it? Right there. Oh, and it is a windy day. Looking for slimefish. We might need to go to an actual forest, but I'm pretty confident we can get something here. There we go, we got a slimefish. Where's our ladder? There it is. That's a lot of activity. We're just rocking the fishing quests tonight. Good for us. Now then.
Tethercat said hydration check. Tethercat said hydration check.
And I'm out of water. I'll get a water for the next hydration check. So, back to our story. On September 28th, 1965, almost a year after landing his first black marlin, Bransford and his deckhand, Richie Obach, navigated their way towards the outer waters far beyond the reef. It was a day free of charters, a day for exploring new ground. Their destination was the edge of the reef, the continental shelf, more than 30 miles from the coast. Fresh baits were rigged and skipped along the water's surface, but by early afternoon, the only fish in the box were mackerel, trevally, and barracuda. Dun, 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 dun. Barracuda. Sorry, I was just turning on some lights. I just realized I'm streaming in the dark, which is not much different from the way I usually stream. Let's be fair. Then from beneath the water came a huge blackbill. Marlin? Port rigger hollered Bransford. Oh. Bransford hollered, Marlin, port rigger. His heart raced as the fish slapped the bait with terrific force. The 80-pound line snapped from the outrigger clip and spun from the reel. The marlin's body shuddered and disappeared underneath the water. Immediately the sea erupted. The marlin rocketed from the surface, thrusting its head from side to side to escape the jab of the hook. Repeatedly it charged the surface, and repeatedly the heel shrieked. Obach held the rod and followed Branford's commands. He was young and strong and eager to catch the monster fish. Thrilling. We'll return to more of what the hell is going on with my fishing rod in a moment. Kaboom! Fisherman's Pocket Guide. We got the Fisherman's Pocket Guide on that one. And what, you might be asking, is the Fisherman's Pocket Guide? Well, I'll be asking that right alongside you. It displays fishing information. Well, that's good. Let's get rid of the spike steps tool. And now we have a Fisherman's Pocket Guide, marked as favorite. It displays fishing information. I have 33 fishing power. Oh, I heard it. I heard the popping of a balloon, which means that there's probably a slime nearby, floating in off the wind. Be interesting if it started to rain slime, wouldn't it? Well then. I wonder what else we can do. Well, we're in the jungle. Let's take a look and see if there's an extractor in the jungle fishing area. Because I have a fishing spot somewhere in here. See if there's an extractinator in here somewhere. Well, I mean, first we gotta actually make our way over to the fishing area, but once we're there. Huh. There's a lot of bamboo. This looks promising. Is this where our fishing area is? Nope. What's that thing? Cloud slime. Sometimes I forget that there's new slimes in this game. There we go. Is this our fishing area? Probably not. Nope. Every time I think that we're coming into a good area, I get all excited. And then I realize, no, the jungle area is just really big. It's probably one of the larger biomes on this entire world. And still we haven't found our fishing area. Now I hope everyone knows why I take that overworld railway path I constructed. Here we go. This has got to be it. Yep, that's it, all right. And we do have an extractinator here. Well, I really don't want to do fishing here. I think that we'd be better suited for doing fishing in the or bait collection up in the top. So let's go and collect some bait up top. Ooh, this is nice. Wouldn't it be nice if we caught some gnomes? Keep an eye open for some gnomes, shall we? Da da da. Gnomes, 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 gnomes. Da 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 da. That's weird. My fishing power is at 41. Why? It was 33 a moment ago. I don't know. But it is. Is it because there's gnomes? Or is it because I even mentioned the word gnomes? I don't know.
Reino.de.los.islas.españolas said no.
Well, thank you, Reno. I appreciate that. I don't think Chat Rat appreciated it, but I did. Oh, I love this. This is one of my favorite aspects. A windy day and sand. Because we get them. And I love those things. They remind me of mini wheats. They're called angry tumblers. But if you've been on Tumblr, you know that it's just angry and it doesn't need any assistance from anyone else. There we go. Man, we are not the living embodiment of inertia, I can tell you that. This seems like it's a path downward, if I had to guess. There's another fishing area. Nice. And we're basically back home at this point, just shy of. Dun, 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 da, da, da. Down, 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 down. We got 41 fishing power. Good for us. Team effort. Good job, everybody. Can I deposit anything? Oh, I know I can deposit things. Let's... Ooh, that's nice. We got... Get rid of that inner tube. No one likes an inner tube. What's that, an iron bar? Get rid of that. Metal, metal, metal. Get rid of the iron bar. We got a whole bunch of fishing items. Quick tsunami in a bottle. We can get rid of that. Get rid of the lead. Obsidian, Daybloom. Let's just do a quick stack. There we go. Now let's grab some more fishing bait and we'll be back on our way. Dun 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 dun. Nice, nice, nice. That'll work. And I'll get some more of them. And some of these. Great, good job, team. Calling potion, iron skin. Let's grab potions to make sure that I have fishing potion. Fishing potion. Doko. Here's calming. Iron skin. Oh, I might have just drank all my fishing potions, maybe. That's a possibility. Oh well. Maybe such is the case. Doesn't matter. We'll go and have fun anyway. Speaking of fishing, where did I put my weather item? I had a weather item. I had a weather radio. I think I want to equip my weather radio as well. Mostly cloudy. 62 fishing power currently. Sandstorm. Sandstorm. Alexa, play Darude. There we go. Come here. Nice. Oh, that was handy. I don't know what I did there, but good for me. This isn't conducive to fishing, mind you, but it's a great way to pass the evening. There we go, that's nice. Once again, I love angry tumblers because there's no such thing as a not angry tumbler. Be interesting to do fishing though. You know, let's try some fishing. Let's try some fishing. Why not? We got 56 bait. Let's see what happens. Our fishing power is at 50. Let's eat an oyster. We gave up all our oysters. Let's not eat an oyster. Kind of sad we gave up our oysters. There's an oyster. Oh yeah. And we're at 43 fishing power. Back up to 50. I don't know why there's so many differences and variations in the in fishing. Doesn't matter. Yeah, 43, 14% fishing power. I wonder why that is. I bet if we took the overhead rail, we'd get to our destination of the fishing guy really quickly. That'd be kind of fun. There is a distinct lack of this ghost doing anything, so I'm going to swap out for the vampire frog. Hell yeah. Looks like the vampire frog was a one-trick pony. He's just floating there now. It's kind of sucky. Let's go back to the flower. Yeah, we're done with our fishing potion. Well, this isn't going to end. So I think I'm going to start making my way back over to the fishing guy. First, we have to deal with Angry Tumbler. Which, here's a fun fact, it's full of 14-year-olds. And angry political males. All right. This should be okay. It's 1 a.m. Let's do a quick sleep. And then we can be on our merry little way. Yeah, so this is fun so far. I'm enjoying this. Oh geez, is that? Sorry, I had a window not open there. I hope no one thought that I was ignoring them. 4 a.m. and when it hits 5 a.m., good, we're out of here. Let's pop over to our fishing net. Mostly cloudy. When we ride the rail proper, we can get back to our ever so thrilling tale of fishing. Our unfinished tale of fishing. All right, fishing. The untold story. Let's continue. When we last left our intrepid everybody's, on September 28th, 1965, a huge black bill was noticed beneath the water. Captain Bransford, a.k.a. the Fox, bellowed for the port rigger on spotting the marlin. "Don't let him rest," Branford yelled. "Give it all you've got. More pressure, Richie," the first mate. "Now is when you need to give him hell. Don't give him an inch." Together, the two of them worked, constantly talking, always alert. It was 2 hours before the fish tired. Obach pulled one last time and the leader hit the rod tip. He slid the rod into its holder and dug a gaff deep into the fish. It was big, at least 700 or 800 pounds. They tried to pull it into the cockpit, but its size was too great. Their only choice was to tie it off the stern and tow it to shore. Night had fallen, so the treacherous trip home had to be navigated by moonlight. Slowly, weaving through the lattice of shallow reefs, they made their way to the dock. It had been 2 hours since they reported their catch, and a large crowd was waiting. But it was late, and the scales were closed. They put the fish in a makeshift freezer. The final weight would be delayed until morning. At daybreak, the marlin was trucked across town to the certified scales located at the railroad station. The crowd had returned and whooped happily as the scales reached 1,064 pounds. It was the first grander ever caught in Australia and a new world record. The black marlin measured nearly 14 feet from bill to tail and had a girth of 81 inches. The gamble had paid off. Bransford's dream had come true. Bransford's dream had come true. Bransford's is a tongue twister. Here's a fish fact. The offspring of a jellyfish is called a hydroid. The offspring of a hydroid is called a jellyfish. That's a fish fact. You know, I love doing these things. This fills me with glee. I wouldn't be doing these types of things if I didn't have glee written all over my face. Fallen starfish. Nothing beats a star that falls in a foresty lake and turns into a fish. Totally rad. So sky lakes and surface, a fallen starfish. Well, let's head to the sky, everybody. I just happen to know where there's a sky lake. Fishing quest, fishing quest, fishing quest, fishing quest, fishing quest. Oh boy. Where are we at? Oh, it's the bottom of the hour. Welcome aboard, anyone. It's the bottom of the hour, and my name's Tethercat, and I'm kind of tired. I'm also old, in case you hadn't figured that out the first time. Also, I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, let's go and catch us a fallen starfish. Now, we probably won't be getting any such thing in the... Oh, we're at 59 fishing power. Well, there we go. We got it. Let's go and hand that one in. I feel like I should create a bed and set it beside the fishing. You know what? I should totally do that. I'm going to create a bed. I'm going to put it beside the fisherman. And that'll be my spawn point. Where's... No, I can't do that. I just can't do that. I can't justify that. There are far too many other things to do. Putting that right beside him would be detrimental. If anything happens, I would have to race back across that jungle. Sometimes in a sandstorm. I can't do that. I wish he was closer, but, you know, we'll make do with what we have. Okay, then let's go and collect our item. Hydration check, everyone, and I'm gonna go grab some water.
Tethercat said hydration check. Tethercat said hydration check. Greed_1914 said HS cheers.
HS cheers indeed. Thank you for that. Oh. And here's where I lie, is that I'm not actually going to have any water. One got some, yes, but I'm going to have some Buckleys. There we go. All right. On to our next story. See if we can find a fast one. That's not a fast one. Here's a fast one. Here's a fast story. bluefin tuna wrestling. John Melandra was surf fishing the shores of Brant Beach, New Jersey, not far from Atlantic City, when he hooked a 179-pound bluefin tuna. Melandra had fought the huge tuna all the way to shore when his line snapped. Onlookers watched in disbelief as Melandra dropped his gear and charged into the surf. For 15 minutes he wrestled with the slippery brute, refusing to lose his once-in-a-lifetime catch. Eventually, someone in the crowd tossed him a beach towel, which Melandra used to wrap the fish's tail and tow it onto dry sand. It was the largest tuna ever caught from the New Jersey surf, where on average surf fishermen catch tuna in the 20 to 30-pound range. And here's a fish fact for you. Juvenile batfish, triple tails, and filefishes evade predators by mimicking dead leaves as they float about in sargassum weed. That's a fish fact. These are so stupid. I love that book. It's so dumb. Hey, I got your fish. Angler hat. Oh, we got an angler hat. An apprentice bait. Got banana split. We got a crate. Where's our angler hat? Oh, there it is. Angler hat. Increases fishing power by 5. Actually, I wonder if I can... See, I think we can purchase the angler hat from set bonus, decreased enemy spawn rate. Oh. I think I'm going to set it up on number 3. I'll have angler hat. Once we get our fishing set up, I will do a fisherman's pocket guide, weather radio. Yeah, I'll get that all set up. Anyway. My fishing power is at 55. $49, 55, just because I'm wearing a hat. What am I doing? It's kind of getting dark out. I should head back to the house, because if for whatever reason there's going to be like some sort of event like King Slime or something, I kind of want to go back to the house for that. Just on the odd chance. Call it a hunch that something's gonna happen. Something is gonna happen. There's a lot of ladybugs over here. Still got a sandstorm happening too, eh? Somehow, ladybugs got inside the house, which is fortuitous for me, but... Well, let's head over in the odd chance that there's a blood moon happening. Angry Tumbler. All right. I am kind of curious what's going to happen with the overnight here. Oh, there's a scorpion. Hey, buddy, let me give you a hand. Good boy. It's always nice to give scorpions a helping hand. There's no ulterior motive. I'm not using them as bait. No ulterior motive. Maybe a little ulterior motive. We could always initiate a blood moon, but Oh, another scorpion. Hey, buddy. Let me help you out there. It's a dangerous world. You don't want to be caught as bait and used as bait. That'd be awkward. So I think we're going to run this to the top of the hour. And by that, what I mean is we're going to pass through the night. You know what? Maybe I should just go to sleep. Let the night rip through. Then we'll race over to the fisherman. We'll get one last fishing quest in. Hopefully it'll be an easy one. And that'll be the last fishing quest of the night. I think that's what we'll do. Let's head off to bed. Okay, Ralph. Abigail, I'm trying to sleep. This is non-conducive to my sleeping. There. Pixel perfect. Because Abigail stands right over the bed.
Righto-san7465 said hi Grandpa Tethercat.
Good morning to you there, Mr. Righto-san. How are you doing? Welcome aboard.
Righto-san7465 said how's it going?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. I was a little bit sad earlier today. I threw on some Terraria and I'm doing immeasurably better. I'm having a good time. How are you doing? I hope you're keeping well. I hope you got some good food in you. I was just saying that we're not wrapping up the stream quite yet. We're going to do one more fishing quest, but probably by the top of the hour, we might be parting ways. Maybe by the top of the hour. But we still got to do one more fishing quest. And that's considering all going well. Like if we suddenly get a slimes raining from the sky or something, that could be interesting. All right, it's 4 a.m. and all of a sudden it's going to be 4:30. Yeah, let's go and grab some bait as we head off to the fishing quest. Yeah, this is it's been an eventful stream. I can't say it's been terribly productive, but it's been eventful. I think our largest success has been gathering the fishing power item. Because we snagged a few other items and didn't really help us. Okay. Now we're off again. Do another story. Here's a story called Pinned by a Swordfish. Mexican Panjero, Jose Roja Maria Rita, was fishing along from his canoe-like craft miles off the Pacific coast of Mexico when the swordfish he was hand-lining rocketed from the water. The 10-foot-long billfish soared overhead before diving directly into Roya's
Rito-san 7465 said doing pretty good. I was working very hard at the garden harvesting some collard greens in my agriculture class at my public school and now I'm just chilling, plus I hope you're having a happy day.
I am,
Beaming
and thank
face
you
with
for,
smiling eyes thumbs up.
Thank you for sharing that. That's good. Gardening is always a good thing, especially collard greens.
Rito-san 7465 said how was Mother's Day? Woman baby bottle.
Mother's Day woman baby bottle was a non-existent affair for myself. I haven't experienced a Mother's Day in about 35 years on either a upper tier or lower tier level. So for me, it was a Sunday. Everyone else, it was a remarkable day of woman baby bottle. For me, it was a Sunday. Mother's Day is not exactly... Mother's Day can be a very happy event for many people. Mother's Day can also be a sad day for some. So it's always interesting to measure where a holiday is taken in by any given individual at any given time. All right, we're getting our final fishing quest of the day. Let's see how this goes. Dynamite fish caught in the surface. The demolitionist was raising Cain about losing a stick of dynamite out in the forest, but this is in a surface. Maybe we can catch this right up here. See if we can get it. We'll do our best. Dynamite fish. It looks like we're pretty full up. We've got a pretty large complement already of our items. Let's do a money trough. And let's access that and do a quick stack. It didn't work as well as what we thought we would. Let's eat some nachos. And what we'll do is we'll head back. I don't want to head too far because if I can just cash this quest in right here, that'd be the best of all the worlds. Gotta catch this dynamite fish on the surface. So let's just head over here, see if we can catch a fish. Oh, we got a goblin scout. Take care of that guy. There you go. See you later, buddy. Alright, now then. And we're in the jungle. That's not our best option, but once again, we'll see if we can catch a dynamite fish up this way. We got lots of opportunity for lots of water up there. Large bodies of water up here. Technically, we could use that, but I think we need something with a bit more depth. Oh, slime is falling from the sky, everyone. We got an event. Let's do this. We got a king slime. Let's have some fun, everybody. Let's have some fun. I'm gonna go and let loose all our items. Quick stack. There we go. Bring it. Nice, 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 nice. I think I need to pull out the frog. Definitely think the frog is a better option. That's problematic. I set up the volcano spout specifically for the king slime possibility. And the volcano spout is not doing anything of what I thought it would. So that's somewhat detrimental to my plans, but we're still doing fine nonetheless. We're doing fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna drink an iron skin potion. Don't need the calming. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's get on with this. Let's take on a king slime, shall we? Here we go, everybody. King slime. Whoa, I'm gonna die. Where's my healing? Huh. I thought I had healing. I was sorely mistaken. I got incredibly lucky there. I did. I thought I had healing right there, but such was not the case. Oh well, we got some nice items, that's for sure. Let's go back and take a look at what items we got, and then we'll do some fishing. Actually, let's do some fishing, and then we'll go and take a look at our items. Do I have space? Yeah, I got space. Get the fishing quest out of the way. That's why we're here, right? I think we're looking for dynamite fish, if I recall. Should be this one. Let's head here. 1, 2, 3. Hey, we got it. We got our fishing quest item. Okay. Now let's head back and we will take a look at what our items are. Because I believe we got a ninja hood. I thought we had a ninja something else. There's a slime gun, though. That's good. Armor. Ninja hood. We got a ninja hood already. Good, we got 2 of them now. We got a slime gun. Ancient iron helmet. Solidifier. Let's go turn in the dynamite quest before we go much further. That'll take us right to the top of the hour, I think. Fantastic. We managed to complete our last fishing quest. And we got a top of the hour item. Now, there is the possibility when we hand in this quest that something might happen, but I don't know what that would be. So we'll play it by ear. If something happens, I'll stick around for a bit longer. Otherwise, we'll wrap up the stream at that point. All right. Final hydration check of the evening, everybody.
Tethercat said hydration check. Tethercat said hydration check.
And now to continue on with our story. Pinned by a swordfish. Mexican pañero Jose Roja Mayarita was fishing along his canoe-like craft miles off the Pacific coast of Mexico when a 10-foot-long billfish soared overhead. It's a swordfish. It soared overhead before diving directly into Roja's midsection. The tip of the serrated sword traveled through the man's stomach and continued through the wooden hull, pinning both the man and fish to the boat. The swordfish soon died, but the badly wounded Roja Mayarita was unable to free himself from the fish for the boat. For 2 days he floated at sea, sure to die, when he was discovered by another pañero. The shocked pañero towed the wounded man and his panga to Acapulco, where he was cut free and rushed to one of the local hospitals. Staff physician Dr. David Mendoza Mia reported that Roja Mayarita miraculously survived. And here's a fish fact for you, the final one of the evening. Yellow soapbox fish and the short-nosed boxfish release toxic mucus when startled by a predator. The secretion is so poisonous that if it was released in a confined area, it would kill all the inhabitants, including the fish that released it. That's a fish fact. That's a fish fact, everybody. Oh. It's the top of the hour. So yeah, welcome to the stream, everyone. If you're just tuning in, my name's Tethercat. I'm a VTuber. I'm hanging upside down because I'm a cat. And we're also wrapping up the stream exceedingly shortly from now. We're just going to go and turn in a fishing quest, and then that will be it. Here we go. We got a tackle box. Well, that's excellent. What's a tackle box? Equipable. Decreases the chance of bait consumption. Ooh. Sounds awesome. Alright, let's head back. Let's equip all these items. Tackle box. Where'd that go? Oh. We got our angler hat. We got a tackle box. Fisherman's Pocket Guide, Weather Radio. That's good. I think that'll do. At least as far as those 3 items go. Got 46 fishing power. Let's, yeah, we're good there. So yeah, we got a slime gun and a solidifier. We can get rid of that. So let's head down here and we'll do a quick sort all. Great. Is there anything else that we acquired along the way? Let's look at our fishing area. No. There's a fallen starfish. I already put that one in. Yeah, it doesn't look like we have any items there. Armor? Any fishing stuff? No. What over here? Equipment, fishing. I don't consider the sand castle to be a fishing item. So far, so good. All right, now I'll finally look in my sharing is caring folder here. And I'm not seeing. Oh, I should really put away this gold coin, eh? Can I craft a platinum? What can I craft here? Where's our gold? There it is, platinum. Good, I got a platinum. Platinum. Cool. Good. Okay. Slimy saddle summons a slimable summon mount. And all my banana splits. I think we're good. I think I can safely call it a successful stream. So that's it. That's it for our Tethercat stream. Everyone, I want to thank you all for showing up. It's been wonderful having you aboard. We're gonna call it. You make sure that you take care. Should we even tempt fate? Go see if there's anyone over on Twitch that we can potentially go and raid. I honestly, as much as I want to, I don't think I got the numbers for a raid.
Cliofox said great success.
Great success indeed. No, I think we're good as is. I think we're good. So,
Cliofox said thanks for the stream.
Yeah, let's just call the stream here. I appreciate everyone watching. I appreciate everyone joining in. I'm glad that I was able to entertain and be your background noise. So, I think tomorrow, I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, but in the next few days, I want to get back into doing some Skyrim. So we're going to do the next installment of whatever area of Skyrim I'm at. I don't think I've added any new mods, so we're just going to play as the blue Tethercat Khajiit, and that should be a fun time. All right, everyone, let's take off. Let's have a great night. And as always, everyone, thanks for watching. Take care, everybody.
Hello, folks. You know I've been picking and trying to pick
Tethercat
up
said
bandits
thanks
for
for
40
watching.
years or more. I used to just play
Tethercat
the
said thanks
imitation,
for watching.
but now I'm going to give you a little of the variations of Casey Jones.
San7465 said thank you for the chill stream.
Gentlemen. Now, folks, I'm going to give you a little of Old Dan Tucker, containing more heterogeneous constant policy, double flavor, and unknown quality than usual. Old Dan Tucker's a fine old man. I watched his face in the frying pan. I combed his head with the wagon wheel. Died the toothache in his heel. Got away, old Dan Tucker. He come too late to get your supper. Tucker was a hard-ridden sinner, never said grace over his dinner. The old hog squealed, the pig did squall, him whole hog with tail and gnaw. By the way, old Dan Tucker, he come too late to get your supper. Old Tom Wilson got on a drunk, fell in the fire and kicked up a chunk. Charcoal got inside the shoe. Lord bless you, honey, how the ashes flew. By the way, old Dan Tucker, he come too late to get your supper. Here's the booze and Choctaw cider, lemon extract and old but water. Horse said it's bitter than the doctor's tonic. The good book said a little good for the stomach.